لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فإن خير الكلام كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها إن كل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. All thanks for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and salat and salam on the Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi wa sallam. Everybody who has come to this world, who is living here, should have a mission. He should know that he is here to do something, to achieve something. And what mission should we have? Because this is a temporary life, we have to go, that is inevitable. It has to come. So we should know that within this time which is available to us, we have to perform something, to achieve something. We should have a mission. What should be that mission? Some people, they live their life and only mission is to get wealth. And when they go, that wealth is here. Nothing goes with them. And it will be wasted afterwards. Some people, they think that they very good job, some think that some very beautiful life for themselves and for their children, etc., etc. But all that is vanishable, it will go. So what should be the real mission? If we see in the history of human beings, the most successful person, most loved, respected, followed, that person is only one after other prophets, Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nobody can claim that anybody else had that achievement which he had, that success which he had. We examine this success, that there was a beginning of a new religion, and that religion is now, billions of people follow it, and it controls a very big part of this earth. And if we see deeper, we look at some other things. Or we see that those who are not following the religion of Islam, religion of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they have also copied so many things. They have earned so many things. They have achieved, they have followed him in so many things. This, for example, this honesty in the life. What was here before Islam in the world? The Jews were there, the Christians were there, but in the business, the honesty, love of everybody. Maybe he is following your religion or not. Human rights. What are these human rights? You will know, announce those, some parts of those things which Prophet ﷺ gave at the Hajjatul Wada. Not all. Success, yes. There's a welfare, concept of welfare. This concept of welfare for everybody. And welfare in the government as well. For everyone. He may be from one race or another, his color is dark or very white or in between. For everyone. This thing, this also, the idea is taken from Islam. Again, all these things are, if we see if we use the worldly standards, actually Prophet ﷺ had the mission, and that mission was one. These things were achieved because of that mission. His mission was only one, and his mission was what he introduced himself. When he was asked, he was ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you have to announce about Islam for everybody, not to your own relatives, as it was the first phase. Now the second phase was for everyone. And he delivered the speech. He told them that I want to warn you that a day of judgment, difficult day is coming. All what you are doing here, or all you are living here, everything will have to be accounted for there. The day of judgment is coming. I have come here to tell you, to remind you about that. And I have come here to save you from the bad result of the bad deeds. Because after the judgment, some people will go to heaven, and that is forever. That life is the beautiful life, it is forever. And those who will fail, they will have to go to hell, and that is forever as well. My mission is to save you from the hell. Look at that greatness of this mission. Everyone should be saved, every human being. He is enemy, son of the enemy. He has been giving so much trouble to the Prophet ﷺ. But his mission was for everybody, that he should be saved from the hellfire. People, for example, look at Taif. When the Prophet ﷺ went there and asked them, did he ask them some worldly thing? Nothing. He asked them to understand the truth and be prepared for the day of judgment. But he was behaved in such a bad manner. The stones were thrown on him, abuses were thrown to him, etc., etc., etc. And when he was, after seeing that these people will not understand, they are not prepared to understand what is truth, what is the real life. They are not prepared to understand, to listen even. And he was coming back. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent an angel and who said that we have seen what has happened here. And if you allow us, or if you say, we can take these two mountains on which the Makkah is located and put them upside down, topple them. The Prophet ﷺ didn't reply to him. He said only one thing, and that was his prayer to Allah, towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La ya Rabbi, Allahumma hdi qawmi fa innahum la ya'lamun. Bring them to the straight path which leads them to the success. Because they don't know what is the truth. They don't know the basic fact. What is the life? What is where we are going afterwards, after this life? They don't know it. So that was the only mission. Look at him. Another aspect of his life. He had to fight some wars, inevitable. In Makkah, he was enduring everything. And he did not allow anybody to start war against them. But when he went to Medina, left Makkah for the Meccans, he himself left it and went to a new village which most of them accepted Islam, majority of the people there, Arabs especially. He went there. The Meccans came to fight. He didn't start any war. His mission was Afshu Salam, peace, here and hereafter as well. That is the mission, peace. When they came for Battle of Badr, you study what was the orders of the Prophet ﷺ in the beginning, when the fight was going to begin, what he said to his people. He said that you make the lines and don't start war. Let them start if they want to. Let them attack, you don't have to attack. Commanders are not like that. They want to finish everybody who is opposing them. They think people, throughout the history of human beings, the people who are fighting, they think that the only solution, only way is to attack others and to perish them and punish them and finish them instead of just waiting. He said, no, you don't have to attack. Let them attack. If they attack you from there and they throw the weapons at you, you reply them. If they come near and they start fighting, you have to reply in same coins. That's all. You have to defend yourself and reply. He is the only commander in the history of human beings who always planned in such a way that if the war is inevitable, the war should be fought in such a way that human beings from both sides, those who are killed there, they should be minimum in number, to decrease the number of the casualties from the both sides. That was his plan always. Look at Uhud, he wanted to stay inside Medina and defend himself. When there was a consultation, Shura was there, and the people said, no, we have to go. Especially those who didn't participate in Badr, they wanted to go out. Yes, he was ordered to follow the Shura. He followed the Shura and he taught us that we have to, how we have to lead our life, how we have to organize ourselves with Shura. But there as well, the same instructions. You don't have to start. Again, third time when Abu Sufyan brought everybody from every corner of the Arab Peninsula, and there was 10,000 people attacking on Medina, he planned in one way. And that was that to defend Medina in such a way that the casualties are ignorable, minimum on both sides. When he was going to Makkah to conquer it, after they had destroyed the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, Quraysh themselves, after they had killed those people who were joining with the Prophet ﷺ and were Muslims. Muslims were killed inside Kaaba, inside Masjid Haram, while they were praying. When he had to go, he planned it in such a way that they should not know that we are coming. And we will not go there to kill them, no, to control the place. That is why when an Ansari entered the Makkah, and an Ansari was having he was leading, he was in the forefront, and he was having the alam in his hand. And he said, Al-Yawma Yawmul Malhama, that today is the day when we'll kill people. We'll tell them how they have become our enemies, how they were attacking us. The Prophet ﷺ said, no, we have not come for that. And he said, we have to announce from the beginning, Al-Yawma Yawmul Marhama, today is the day of kindness. And that is what the Prophet ﷺ said. He is the only leader who has planned all the fights which were inevitable. Other people were attacking, and once he had to go to Makkah to control the affairs. But he planned in such a way that the casualties should be very, very minimum. And you know, throughout his life, in all the wars together, total casualties on both sides, not Muslims, on both sides are less than 1,000, 800 something. There's no other person. And why was this planning? Why? Only because even those from among the non-Muslims, non-believers, even those from among the enemies which would be killed in the battlefield, they will go to, because they will have no more life and they will have no other chance to come to the right path. They will go to hell. So the saving of everyone, even during the wars, even when the battle is going on, to save others so that they should survive and listen afterwards. They should have the opportunity to know Islam and accept it. That was the only thing. Look at Badr as well. 70 people were arrested. Afterwards, 70 killed. Those were the extremely ferocious enemies. But those 70 who were arrested, And there were indication from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that lesson should be taught to those who are living in Makkah. They should now know that if they attack again, they will have the same treatment which they are. But the Prophet ﷺ didn't do. He didn't kill the arrested people. He didn't kill them. In Muslim, there is a hadith saying that Hazrat Umar says that I went to one day to the mosque and I found that Prophet ﷺ and Abu Bakr, they are sitting together and they are weeping. I asked them, the Muslim, Muslim, I asked them, tell me what is the problem. If there is something to weep, I should also join. And when they told that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not, He didn't like that we should forgive those arrested people. That is why He has indicated that He is not, He didn't like it. He is angry. Umar, actually, he had his opinion before that they should be killed. He knew that now his opinion was right, but it was not followed. But look at that. When the Prophet ﷺ was told that this was not the way and you should have killed all those arrested people, but since you have decided not to kill them, and Quran came, since you have accepted the ransom from them and you have not killed them, from now on, religion is what you have done. This is forever. It is not that you have not killed them, in future you have to kill them. No. Because it was a decision of Rahmatullah Alameen that no, they should not be killed. And out of those 70 people who were not killed after Battle of Badr, most of them they accepted Islam. If they had been killed at that time, they would have gone to hell. But most of them, they accepted Islam and they went to hell, to heaven after the accepting of Islam. So this was actual mission of the Prophet ﷺ, to save human beings, anybody. The worst enemy as well, the children of the worst enemy as well, they should be saved from hellfire. This was Rahmah, His kindness for all creatures and human beings. So this is the mission. Now what I want to give the message today is that when we are here in this country, and you know that ulama, scholars, especially the very prominent scholars of the Arab world, they say that only those people can live into these countries, non-Muslim countries, which preach. This, if we want to live here, it is our duty to do something for the propagation of Islam. My message is that there is a beautiful way of doing it. And many of us can do. And that is that people, especially the local people, they are leaving the jobs of teachers. They are abandoning the schools. Teaching job seems to be very difficult and hard to them. Last year, more than 50,000 teachers left. The best way for us is, actually these vacancies are for Muslim young people, especially our children who are going to the schools and colleges and universities. Please, if you want to have the same mission with Prophet ﷺ had, and if you want to perform that mission, the best way is that ask your children and those young people who can do it now, that if they want, they plan to have jobs in future, they should have the jobs of teacher. A teacher, he has contact with the students for 1 year at least, maybe sometimes more than that. A constant contract is there. They are looking to the teachers. How does he speak? How does he behave? And if we follow the akhlaq of Prophet ﷺ, seerah of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How kind was he? How he taught to the people? What message was that he gave? I don't say that when you go and become a teacher, you should teach them Islam only, no? Just become a teacher, and if you behave well, if you are kind, and if you are in such a way, you're behaving in such a way that they are sure that you are very much well-wisher and sincere to them, you are kind to them from the heart, that is enough. This message by kindness, this message of dutifulness, this message of becoming a very good person before them, becoming a very good example to follow in everything, in speech, in behavior, in everything. If you present a very good model for one whole year, every day to your students, inshallah, come what may. Even if the media tells them that the Muslims are terrorists, they won't believe, especially those who have been with you in the class and you have behaved them in such a way as the Prophet has told us. Prophet said, he was the exemplary teacher. We should study how he was teaching and how kind he was with the students. Anybody who came to learn, how great heart he had, big heart he had, and how was he kind. We should just have that behavior and we should set that example before us and follow it, inshallah, if we become teachers, especially the young ones. And it is an honorable job. You will, inshallah, beat the designs of our enemies who want to prove or who want to just say that the Muslims are terrorists. Teaching is the way where you can go and prove that the Muslims are very, very kind-hearted. And this is the example of the Prophet ﷺ. That's my message. I want that this should be taken as a mission, and this should be a movement, and the maximum number of people should go to schools and colleges and universities to teach. This will make the Muslims, all of us, inshallah, very honorable, very good citizens, honorable citizens and respected citizens. May Allah give us the tawfiq to follow it. Jazakumullah khair. मैं अब चंद बातें उर्दू में इसलिए अर्ज करना चाहता हूँ कि कुछ दोस्त हमारे उर्दू समझते हैं और अच्छी तरह समझते हैं। मैंने सिर्फ ये बात अर्ज की कि हम इस दुनिया में थोड़ी सी मुद्दत है, थोड़ी सी उम्र है, उसके बाद जाना है सबने, इससे कोई बच नहीं सकता, सब मौत मौजूद है, सबने मौत के मुंह में जाना है। और इस जिंदगी में हमने क्या करना है? सिर्फ यही खाना पीना और मर जाना, ये तो जानवर भी करते। इंसान ये करता है कि हम जरा बेहतर खा रहे हैं, फिर खत्म, उसके बाद क्या होगा? आप अगर जरा गौर करके देखें, ये बात में ये पहले भी कहनी चाहिए थी, मेरे जहन में अब आई है, ये भी आपको बता दूं कि हम सब इस दुनिया में, मैं बूढ़ा आदमी हूँ, मेरी उम्र के लोग भी क्या कर रहे हैं? पैसे कमाने की बात। क्यों पैसा कमाते? इसलिए कि हम अपनी मर्जी की ज़िंदगी गुजार लेंगे। मुझे बताइए कि अगर बहुत सारा पैसा मिल जाए तो अपनी मर्जी की ज़िंदगी गुजारना मुमकिन है? नहीं है। हज़ार मसले घर में होते, हज़ार मसले हमसायों से होते, हज़ार मसले कानून की तरफ से होते, हज़ार मसाइल और तरफ से होते। हम अपनी मर्जी की ज़िंदगी नहीं गुजार सकते, उसी के लिए जद्दोजहद कर रहे हैं और भाग रहे हैं। और जब कुछ पैसे आ जाते हैं तो उसके बाद फुर्सत नहीं होती, इज़राइल अलैहिस्सलाम की आमद करीब होती है। इसलिए यहाँ जिस चीज़ को हम ढूंढ रहे हैं वो हमारे खून में है कि हम अपनी मर्जी की ज़िंदगी गुजारें। लेकिन अपनी मर्जी की ज़िंदगी गुजर कहाँ सकती है? इस दुनिया में नहीं, किसी की भी नहीं। अमेरिका का सदर हो, उसकी भी नहीं, अपनी मर्जी की नहीं गुजर सकती। और अगर चंद दिन अय्याशी के मिल भी जाएं तो फिर मौत आ जाती, उसको क्या करेंगे? अपनी मर्जी की ज़िंदगी गुजारना हमारी खून के अंदर शामिल है। क्यों कि आदम अलैहिस्सलाम को जब पैदा किए गए थे तो उनको उठा के जन्नत में बिठा लिया गया था, वही पहला घर था, और वो घर जो है उसकी मोहब्बत खून के अंदर मौजूद है, उसी जाना चाहते हैं। और वहाँ जाने का एक ही तरीका है कि आप ये कोशिश करें कि मोहम्मद रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने जो तरीका इख्तियार फरमाया कि खुद भी जाओ जन्नत में और दूसरों को भी लेके जाओ। تمہارا جانا یقینی ہو جائے گا اگر تم یہ ڈیسائیڈ کر لو کہ دوسروں کو بھی جہنم سے بچانا ہے۔ یہی رسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وآلہ وسلم کا مشن تھا، اور اس مشن کو اچیو کرنے کے لیے اگر ہم یہ طے کر لیں سب کے سب حضرات، تمام لوگ، کہ ہم نے اپنے بچوں کو، جو ہم نوجوان ہیں ہم خود، اور ورنہ اپنے بچوں کو ہم نے ٹیچنگ میں بھیجنا ہے، تو وہاں جا کے صرف اللہ کے رسول صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی زندگی پہ عمل کرنا، یہی کافی ہے، آپ کی تبلیغ ہو جائے گی۔ اس لیے کہ اگر آپ نے وہاں بہت اچھا بیہیو کیا، محبت کی، دوسروں کے کام آئے، بچوں کے ساتھ آپ نے ان کی خیر خواہی کی، ان کو اچھی بات بتائی، پیار سے بتائی، ناراض نہیں ہوئے، جیسے اللہ کے رسول کا طریقہ تھا، آپ اسی طرح ٹیچ کرتے تھے، کسی سے ناراض نہیں ہوتے تھے۔ بڑے سے بڑا جرم بھی کوئی کر لیتا تھا تو اس سے ناراض نہیں ہوتے تھے، بلکہ اس کو سیدھی بات بتاتے تھے۔ اس نے جیسے آ کے مسجد میں پیشاب کر دیا تو لوگ اس کو مارنے کے لیے دوڑے یا سمجھانے لڑنے کے لیے دوڑے، اللہ کے رسول نے فرمایا نہیں، اس کو تو پتہ ہی نہیں ہے، اور اس کو بلایا اور اس کو کہا کہ یہ مسجد اللہ کے ذکر کے لیے ہوتی ہے، پیشاب کے لیے نہیں ہوتی۔ وہ ساری زندگی یہ واقعہ سناتا رہا اور کہتا رہا، خدا کی قسم محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم سے اچھا ٹیچر دنیا میں کوئی نہیں، ناراضی نہیں ہوئے۔ اور اس وقت جب دوسرے ناراض ہو رہے تھے، مجھے سچائی بتائی تو مجھے سمجھ میں آ گئی۔ تو یہ جو طریقہ ہے اگر آپ اس کو فالو کر لیں تو یقیناً، ہم لوگ مذاق میں کہتے ہیں آپس میں کہ جی اللہ نے عجیب تقسیم کی ہے کہ پیسے دوسروں کو دے دیے ہیں اور بچے ہمیں دے دیے، اللہ نے آپ کو یہ ورک کر دیے ہیں، یہ جو بہت سارے بچے ہیں اللہ اور بڑھائے، اور اللہ ان کو صحیح تربیت کی توفیق عطا فرمائے، ہمیں ان کی اچھی تربیت کرے۔ یہ بہت بڑا ذریعہ ہے، ان کو آپ ٹرین کریں، تعلیم دیں، اور اس کے بعد کوشش کریں کہ یہ چلے جائیں ٹیچنگ میں، اور اگر ٹیچر بن گئے اور اچھا بیہیو کیا اور اچھی مثال دی تو انشاءاللہ العزیز یہ دنیا میں بھی عزت ہے، بہت اچھی پیسے بھی ہیں، اور آخرت میں بھی انشاءاللہ نجات ہے۔ اللہ تبارک و تعالیٰ میں اسی کی توفیق دے۔ جزاک اللہ۔ نحمده ونصلي ونحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم أما بعد فإن خير الكلام كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها إن كل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم من همزه ونفسه ونفخه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم انصرنا ولا تنصر علينا اللهم زدنا ولا تنقصنا اللهم اجعل ثارنا على من ظلمنا عباد الله رحمكم الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون